Hi Libra, this is going to be your love message from the 6th through the 9th of July. Good for Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus of Libra. As always, please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone that watches. Check your other placements on my other channel called Soma Chandra Tarot to see readings for all 12 zodiac signs if this does not resonate. If you want to book a private reading with me, Libra, the link to my website is down in the description below this video. I will do an extended reading at the end of this reading to take a little bit of a deeper dive into the energy of a person that's coming towards you. If you feel as though you need the extended reading, the link to that for purchase will be at the top of the description below. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Libra. Subscribe and hit that bell so you know when I read for your sign. I read for Libra and Sagittarius here every couple of days. I am very connected to those two signs. I myself am a Libra, so I love my Libra people. All right, let's get into it. So overall, I'm going to say that you have a person around you. They might fear commitment. They may fear losing control in some way. If it's a person from the past, it's either a person from the past or a person that's really going through an awakening with you. I think that they might be a little bit afraid that you'll reject them in some way. And I think this person's afraid to lose control. I'm just not sure why yet, so I'm looking forward to the extended. I'm using the Wisdom of the House of the Night Oracle deck, which I have not used in quite some time. It spoke to me today from my bookshelf and said, please use me for Libra. So the cards that came out for you, Libra, are the High Priestess of Fire in reverse. This is like the Queen of Wands. High Priestess of Air, which is like the Queen of Swords, and Reminder, don't forget. So for you, Libra, I think that you are really standing in your air energy. I think that you are expecting honesty and truth. I think you are listening to your intuition. I think that up until now, this person might have made you question your sense of self. To a degree, this person might have made you angry or jealous. There could have been a fire sign involved. Or someone else, a third party. There could have been two queens, and you're not forgetting that. You're being asked to not forget about the past. Don't forget the things you've learned. Don't forget the things that have happened up until now, both negative and positive. You are being reminded not to forget what's happened up until now. But I do think that you are at a pivot point with this person to a degree. The person in your energy is summon. They could be a magician. They could be an Aries, a Gemini, or a Virgo, perhaps. They don't have to be that sign. Summon, the Grove in reverse, conclusion in reverse. This person believes they have the Midas touch with you. They believe that they have a lot of magic. They want to summon you towards them. But with Grove in reverse and conclusion in reverse, a grove is a place that we go for healing. This person may not have overcome something that they need to heal from, either with you or in another part of their life. There needs to be a healing between the two of you, or for this person that has not fully taken place. Also with conclusion in reverse, this person might like to future fake. They might like to talk about a future before they've written the middle of the story. The story isn't over. This person may jump to conclusions. There's something rather unrequited between the two of you. A main challenge in this relationship is the two cards came out. I only wanted one, but they gave me two, is the Fledgling in reverse and the High Priestess of Water, which is like the Queen of Cups in reverse. So Fledgling is like, I mean, look at her. She's just like little Snow White, little Red Riding Hood. She feels so vulnerable. This chick gets herself into a lot of trouble. So somebody acts like this or is drawn to this kind of woman or man. The High Priestess of Water and the Fledgling in reverse for me as a challenge is this relationship has really made you feel vulnerable and insecure and emotional. It's been very hard for you or the person around you to process their emotions. And someone has caved into this archetype of chasing this very enticing fledgling, but someone's not a kid anymore. And it's just been the relationship has created a sense of vulnerability and emotional upheaval to some degree, not able to balance the feelings out, being enticed. Someone might be really enticed by somebody that's just an emotional mess. And believe it or not, people are actually drawn to that, especially narcissistic or clinically codependent, clinically narcissistic people. They love this fucked up little mess. They like to be this, they like to chase it, they don't realize it. And this has just turned somebody upside down emotionally in this way. There's also been quite a bit of denial, and something about the relationship is forbidden. And somebody just cannot let go because it's very fulfilling. But the relationship appears to lack vision. I have vision here in reverse. Interesting. So there's been a lot of denial. There's been a lot of possibly codependency. It's turned someone upside down. I just heard someone say, I lost myself in this relationship emotionally. So I have the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess here, the Seven of Cups. So this is very confusing for you and this other person. There could be a water sign involved. Queen of Cups, Two of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Page of Cups. I think that if you're the Queen of Cups, Libra, you've been avoidant of this person and you're like, no, back off. I can make it on my own here. And this person's little apology isn't good enough for you. You could be with a water sign now, or this person's will not accept your cup of love and they're like, back off. This Queen of Cups could be a person that's wanted some independence in some way, but I feel like that's you. You're definitely listening to your intuition. A choice does need to be made with Justice and the Tower. Somebody's maybe getting some kind of a justice here. I did use 3 decks. So the overall reason for the reading is the Ace of Pentacles. The way someone's feeling is justice. That might have come out for you before, last time I read for you there. The way someone sees you is the Knight of Wands. What you need to know is the Knight of Swords. And the final outcome is the Two of Pentacles. So someone doesn't really know what to do with you here. So the reason for the reading is the Ace of Pentacles, clarifying it as the Hierophant, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. This looks like a big offer. The reason for the reading is starting a relationship where you can plant a seed that will manifest into abundance. It has a lot of growth potential, something to celebrate, serious commitment. This looks like new job, new relationship, like, wow, really good start here. But the Oracle cards suggest something a little different. The way someone is feeling about you is justice, clarifying justice. I got the Eight of Cups, the Six of Cups, and Judgment. Whoa. Somebody might have, I think they walked away from you in the past, but they really missed you. And now there's this judgment call. They're hearing the inner calling. I think that this person definitely feels like they've gotten some consequences for their behavior, for walking away. Even if they're starting something new somewhere else with someone else, like if they're not doing this towards you, this is still how they feel about you, Libra. And I wanted to know what judgment was, because that's the angel, the whistleblower of the divine, trying to get your attention about something, or this person's attention. The universe is trying to talk to this person. And I said, all right, what's it trying to say? Nine of Wands, Four of Swords, Knight of Wands. I think 2 weeks ago, or not this past reading, but the reading before that, somebody was really exhausted because of the choices they were making. They might really want something serious now. They might have just started a new job, or they have something to celebrate. So they might be feeling a little bit better now than they were previously because the Nine of Cups is here. This person might feel an upswing in energy, but they know that they need to create some kind of balance with you. There's something that they need to walk away from. This person may be very haunted by the past. With the Nine of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Wands, it's kind of, again, a continuation of that reading I did for you guys 2 readings ago, where the universe is saying, are you done like running around yet? This person's very guarded against what the divine is telling it. This person also does not want to put in a lot of work. And when they do, they're very passionate and they're very rebellious. This person's really hanging in there. I didn't get strength, but This person's feeling kind of a squeeze. It's like they miss you, but they want to walk away from you, and they've gotten some consequences. They're forced to face the truth, but they don't want to do that. It's like waking Sleeping Beauty up out of a slumber. They are very passionate and rebellious, and they see you as the Knight of Wands. Clarifying, the Knight of Wands is the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. This person's very anxious about something. I think they race in and out of your life. I think that they also might have really the grand sweeping emotional gesture about something very serious and stable, because they're talking about it here with the Nine of Cups and the Hierophant, Taurus here, and these two aces. So they see you as something that they want to pour towards, but then they're all anxious with the Nine of Swords, and they're all stressed out with the Nine of Wands. And I was like, well, what are they stressed out about? And I got the Two of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Two of Swords. I think they think that you're going to reject them. I think this person thinks you're going to reject them, or that you really expect truth and honesty, because your card was reminder, don't forget. So it's like, even if it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, I think that you are the Queen of Swords, regardless of gender. Like, you're just like, I need to block this out, or like, it's like they're afraid to have a direct conversation with you, because this other person knows that as an air sign and as a Libra, you're going to say, well, I need proof, or I'm holding this giant long sword that represents discernment and honesty. You're very direct with this person. This person might be afraid to have a heart-to-heart talk with you about something. It's like they block out what you're going to say before you even say it. So I see them like coming on kind of strong, and they've gotten some consequences, and the universe is trying to tell them something, and let go of the past. Make your karma righted that was once wrong. And I suspect this person has seen you as someone that they really drive towards and talk a good game about the future and like long-term stability, almost to the point where they're like, oh God, what have I done? Now she wants to talk about it. Now he wants to talk about it. And they're worried about this. So what you need to know is the Knight of Swords. A lot of cards came out. So what you need to know is that someone is moving too quickly and has tunnel vision. They will run towards you. They will run away from you as quickly as they run towards you, I think. They've run away from stuff in the past. Sometimes they're very like, they have their blinders on. They're very ambitious. They're very action oriented. They've worked very fast. They run away and then they run back towards you. With the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Swords showing up here, this person might like to look like a knight in shining armor on the surface, even though that's a pretty hard archetype to sustain. Clarifying, the Knight of Swords is the Three of Swords, the King of Swords, the Page of Swords, and then Temperance flipped out. This person does not want to open up. They do not want to lose control with the King of Swords. If you're the King of Swords, they might watch you give them the cold shoulder, because I have a King and a Queen of Swords. We could have two air signs here. We could have a fire sign involved. There could be a Pisces or a Scorpio involved, Aquarius as well, Taurus, Capricorn. Yeah, Scorpio too. So this person kind of, it's like, I think they race around in their life. They may have racing thoughts as well. They just move so fast. I think they ran away. I think that they are brokenhearted. They could have been sick. They could have been hurt. COVID could have been affecting their life. There could have been a third party situation. They might not want to admit to that. This guy's face with Saturn on the deck, the card, he does not, look at him. He does not want to lose control. I'm not going to show you any emotion. I don't want to lose control. He seems very aloof. Like, I like the King of Wands more than I like the King of Swords in this deck. They're trying to be very smart. They don't want to lose control. They'll talk. They want to communicate. And then they give you the cold shoulder. or they wonder why you give them the cold shoulder. I wanted to know more about why Temperance was here, and I got the Page of Cups, Judgment, and the Seven of Wands. This person does not want to show you emotion, okay? They don't, it's like they fight hearing the call of the divine. Or they know they have to approach you and be vulnerable as the Page of Cups, because they're hearing this inner calling, or they want to rebirth with you, but at the same time they don't. It's like they want it just a little bit. Arguably the most snooty little Page of Cups I've ever seen. It's like, fine, here's your little apology. I can barely bring myself to do this. And they're like ready for you to, and then they get defensive. It's like the universe is saying to them, open up and talk to her or talk to him. And they're like, no, I can't hear that. I'm not rebellious, even though I am. Yes, I've gotten consequences. Yeah, I'm kind of hung up on my past. It's like they want this with you, but this person doesn't, they have a hard time opening up emotionally. They may have gotten some consequences for something that happened between the two of you previously or from a past relationship. Like, this could be something to celebrate with you, but they're bringing all this shit into it with them. They may be afraid to tell you this, you know? They may be afraid to tell you this or talk to you about it. And so they don't really know what to do here with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like this is them. I feel like this is them like, I don't know what to do here with Libra. Or you hear this information and you may say to them, this makes me nervous. I need to think about this. You know, like this, are we being rebellious? Are you being rebellious? Are you going to rush around? You still have a broken heart. For some of you, I get the feeling that there's another woman that has been involved or another man. So clarifying the Two of Pentacles is the Three of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Queen of Wands. There could be a Capricorn involved or an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, female, feminine type energy involved, or but this person, it's like they almost can't help themselves if you're the Queen of Wands, like they're so drawn to you, or this person is very drawn to this Queen of Wands energy. And I think they let their insecurities get the better of them. I clarified the Devil. What is the Devil for this person? And I got the King of Swords again, the Page of Pentacles, the Star. If it's a man, they could be an Aquarius. And Aquarians can be, or they have that in their chart. Aquarius can come off, or a Libra as well. Very detached. They can be very detached. Gemini is a little bit better about showing emotion sometimes than Libra and Aquarius. They could be very detached, and they hold this in high regard. They have high hope for you. They just want to be smart. They're having a hard time opening up emotionally. They don't like to lose control. This person may have a bit of an ego as well. If it's a woman, she might think that getting you attracted to her in some way will lure you in. She may want to lure you in. She may have Capricorn or Scorpionic traits. You may have a bit of a power struggle with this person because I have the King and Queen of Swords here. But this person's further actions and deeper feelings towards you, Libra, are Temperance, the Devil, the Fool, and the Seven of Pentacles. Jesus. This person goes from, a part of them wants to be moderate and patient and peaceful and have the energy of a soulmate with you. But another part of them is just fueled by desire. This Devil has come out for you a bunch of times. They know they have to bring something into balance that's otherwise out of balance. I think they tried to go off and do their own thing, but then they stand there and think about you. This person gets themselves caught in a loop. I wanted to know what the Devil was this time in this reading for you. This Devil seems to be following you around. And I have Death, Scorpio, the Nine of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. I think part of this person's problem is they're very set in their ways. They do want transformation. For some of you, this person envisions, this could have to do with a death because I have the Ten of Pentacles in death. This could be about a will or an estate, someone dying even, that leaves them doing very well financially. If that's very specific though. It's not, if that's not the case, this person might have been stuck with a Capricorn or has Capricorn traits. They've been through some kind of an ending, and they very much like attention. They very much like being single. They're kind of indulgent. They just live in the moment. You know, that's not bad. Like, these cards look pretty good. Like, I'm single, I'm owning it, I'm happy, I'm kind of arrogant, I have a lot to be proud of. This person does want transformation, but I think that this might be a demon of theirs sometimes, that I think they want to start a new cycle with you, but they are not expressing a lot of action towards you. They're just going to stand here and look really, really good coming into this. This person may have a hard time giving up being single. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords have a very hard time giving up being single. Trust me, I don't know. I'm a Queen of Swords. So it's like they are aloof with you and give you the cold shoulder. And I know that these oracle cards won't resonate for everybody, but someone's been very emotional and vulnerable to the point where, like, they won't grow up, they get themselves into trouble, they chase the wrong kinds of people. And this person's default mode is to maybe be a little bit manipulative, or they like to have a lot of control and power. But there's a healing between the two of you that needs to take place, or within this person, and they might have a tendency to, again, do future faking, where they talk about the future, or they make assumptions and draw conclusions when there otherwise hasn't been, and like, it's not ready to do that. It's also possible that this person pulled the plug on the relationship in the past because an Aries was involved, or just to see if they could. Like, they use their power just to see if they can get away with something, make something happen, but then they quickly ended the relationship abruptly. And they're all stressed out. It's not that they don't know what they want. I think they say too much before they should, and I think that they are fighting their own feelings for you. And this might be leaving you very emotional, or they are emotional themselves. Yeah. So that's what's going on the next couple of days for you guys. Someone's just trying to figure out what to do, or you're trying to figure out what to do, but someone really does want it's like they're hopeful to be with you, but they are trying to figure out, how can I pull this off without losing any control, or having to face Libra and talk about important things and emotions, because I have very few pentacles here. This person's not being very practical. So I'm going to do an extended and see what this person's motivations are, and see if they will open up eventually, and maybe get to the bottom of why they're so resistant to their own feelings despite wanting this. This person can't have it both ways. So let's see if they'll work it out through the extended. All right, Libra, that's your reading from the 5th through the 7th or 8th. Hope it resonates and hope it helps. You can book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.